Hi, Rajesh from Human Gardeners Veranda Talk. In his book, The Difference, Subir Chowdhury narrates an interesting incident. Once he was traveling, and he was traveling in an executive class. As he settled down, he saw a young executive walking in. He was wearing a charcoal grey suit, having expensive shoes and watch, had a leather attaché which he kept at the overhead compartment, and he folded his suit and kept it and settled in his seat. By that time, the air hostess was serving the drinks, which of course was a privilege for the executive class. And this young gentleman, he refused any drink, and as they were sitting there, the economy class passengers started boarding. And in came a very old man. He was walking slowly, and he walked and went and sat in the first row of just behind the executive class. He was visibly very tired, he was sweating, and he sat there in his seat to gather some courage and energy, and he took some deep breath and requested the air hostess to give him a glass of water. The air hostess refused, telling that the economy class passengers will be served water only once the flight takes off. But this old man was persistent. He requested her once again for a glass of water, which she very politely refused. And while this was happening, there was a murmur among the executive class people. Some thought that she is doing the right thing because that is the rule. And few others thought it's not necessary for you to have such a rigid rule. After all, it is just an old man asking for a glass of water. But then, interestingly, nobody did anything. They all sat there. And you should imagine a group of top executives sitting together, not doing anything about this. Everybody thought someone else will do it, and they were waiting for someone to take the lead. And meanwhile, this young guy got up, and then he went to the air hostess and asked for a glass of water, and he took the glass of water, went to the old man and handed over the glass of water to the old man. Even though it is not narrated in the book, in such situations, we normally have a judgment among ourselves. Such executives, we feel, they only think about the business and the profits. We have a feeling that these executives, they all live in a different world wherein they are not aware of the realities around. They are not grounded. They live in kind of an ivory tower. That is normally the kind of judgment we have. But this executive proved to be a different man. Subir mentioned this incident to note 2 points. First, he wanted to show the importance of being careful and thoughtful. And second thing, he wanted to denote why it is important to have goal-oriented actions. But I would like to add a few more points into it. The first one, of course, is our habit of being judgmental. The moment we see someone, we form an opinion about such people. And incidentally, I came across a quotation yesterday of Carl Jung, wherein he says, it is very difficult for us to think, that is why we tend to judge people. It is easier for us to judge people. And this is one of the reasons why we all are glued into the TV channels listening to all those spicy discussions. Because in such discussions, there is no action required. We can be a part of the discussion, we can be judgmental without acting. So the question is, the problem with us is, we ask this question to do or not to do, or rather what to do. And I think it is time for us to move from this discussion mode to an action mode. From this to do or not to do, or the question what to do, we should move into a situation where is to do. This is the need of the hour. We should stop our judgment and then start doing something. We should get into action. Just imagine what you would have done if you were in that situation. Would you have got up and taken a glass of water and handed over to the old man? Or you would have been a part of the other executives who were not able to decide what they should do? So friends, let us move from this discussion mode to action mode. Thank you very much. Hope you enjoyed my video. In case you liked it, please subscribe it and also share it with your friends and relatives. Thank you once again.